Okay, we're on out the door, 6 o'clock. 6 a.m. we're out the door. Framers are coming down. Haven't been out to the job in a while, so since last weekend we were here. We worked on the plumbing and whatnot last weekend. I gotta call Owen here in a minute. We got a couple of holding tanks that I'd like him to bring out and some other stuff, so let's get out there and see if we can't get this thing framed up with 3 guys plus Owen is going to be my gopher today. I'm going to help him get everything laid out. We got to go get windows, we got to get some doors, just a bunch of different miscellaneous items. We got to look at all kinds of stuff, so let's get to it. I tell you, this thing, it has very low visibility. You can't hardly see what you're doing. Okay. It's got a flat tire too. A low tire. Look at the forks, they just bleed down. Okay, so we got lumber here. What we're gonna do, we're gonna separate this load, put the plywood, we'll get the plywood off, get to the stud package. Well, really, they bundled this at the lumber yard. They put all of my, they didn't put any kind of order to anything in here. So my floor joist package is right in there in the middle, which that's what I need first. I'm gonna build the platform right here. This looks pretty nice and level, so we'll do that first, and then we'll shim it all up or whatever to get the platform level. And then once we do that, we'll get the walls done, and then we'll put the roof on it, and then we'll sheet it. And I think I've got the plywood and the siding here. Yeah, that's that. I don't know. He's not gonna like that because it doesn't have the lines in it, but I don't think you're gonna notice it. I don't know why they sent that. I told them T111, and that's not T111. I mean, it's always something, but once you get the paint on it, you can't even really see the lines on that over there. So I think he's gonna have to live with it, because that's what they brought. All right, we got Owen out here. Got him on a mission. He's gonna pull some measurements from my trim. He's gonna get a window count. He's gonna make a detailed list of everything we need to button this thing up. We're gonna start with the outside, get all the outside stuff, and then he's gonna go inside, get the flooring, the electrical stuff, the toilet, the sink, everything we need. hopefully I can get him to get all of it, and then if we need a place to store it, we'll store it inside that one and we'll just lock it. She's got this old antique compaction wheel. This guy, I've used him before at my place, and he brought the same one. He's had it for like 10 years or more. And he's doing the grindings over here. He's laying down grindings in this whole entire lot. Because this stuff's like powder. You look at it, it's just like moon dust, we call it. Moon dust. And but once you get the grindings over the top and put a little water to it, which looks like he's done that, it really packs in, and it turns into a much better surface. I don't know what he charges, but I know it's cheap, because if Ron's doing it, it's cheap. I'm excited to see if we can pull this off, if we can get our framing where it needs to be. We'll be ahead of the game. I got today and tomorrow is what I'm thinking for the framing. It might carry into Sunday a little bit, but good thing about my guys, they love these side jobs. They love that weekend cash. And I mean, they'd probably work every day of the week if I wanted them to, but you gotta take time off sometimes. There's Scooter, that's my plumber. He's gonna help us do these tie-ins. We gotta do a little bit of tie-ins here. All right, Owen and I had to go get some pipe. He's coming in with the pipe right now. He's gonna continue with the PVC so we can get water back here. All right, got the start of it here. I'm gonna go see if I can find the tank. We were gonna try and use these two that I already had, but after meeting with the plumber, it just doesn't really make sense. So I gotta go drop $1,300 on a tank. So that's hurting my trade, because I already had those other tanks. I've got the leach line there. We're gonna use that. Be good there. But unfortunately, I gotta buy a tank. Kind of screwed up on my lumber order a little bit too. That was my fault. But we're gonna make it work. We'll come back in a few hours and see what the floor looks like. Surprisingly not super hot today. 81. At 11 o'clock, that's not bad here. The guy's been out working on that for a few hours, 2 or 3 hours, probably about 3 hours now. And we're gonna go see how Owen's doing with the water line and how they're doing with the framing, and take them some cash, and hopefully everybody will be happy and things are. I haven't got any phone calls, so that's good. Kind of watching the news today, as I'm sure a lot of you guys are doing also. We're seeing the Israel strike from yesterday, how that's playing out today with Iran, and then we've got riots, protests, whatever you want to call them. They're going on pretty much all over the United States. And tomorrow, from what I hear, is supposed to be a real big day for the U.S. protesting. They're going to be out in full force. Kind of curious to see how tomorrow plays out with all of that. They're just keeping us on the edge of our seats, guys. We're the news is making a lot of money right now because everybody's watching. They got two primetime events going on right now that are really catching all the headlines. And it's this immigration stuff and now the Israel attacks. There's a few guys that like to comment on my page and they think I'm crazy about all the things that I like to talk about. And this really, to me, I would call it like kind of like a psyop, kind of like what the reason why nobody can believe like the Earth's flat or that we didn't go to the moon or any of that stuff, because the programming that everyone's watched their whole life has led them up to believe what everything that's being said on the mainstream narrative. And even with this Israel-Iran thing, there's something deeper behind it. It's to me, it's all for show. I don't know, but of course, that's my opinion. They, if they were really going to do a strike, you know, why didn't they go ahead and take out like all the nuclear facilities? They did a really limited, targeted strike, and there's still all kinds of facilities that weren't even touched. So, I mean, if you're going to solve the problem, solve the problem. But there again, it's a show. You're watching a show. It's just like entertainment, just like the movie industry. You know, there's all kinds of subliminal messages in all the movies too. Everybody knows that. But the news is similar, but it's real. You know, real. I'm not saying that, you know, people didn't die and they didn't really blow some stuff up. I'm just saying, you know, it's shrouded in mystery, the reasoning. I mean, they've had all this time to do it, and they chose the day before Friday the 13th, June 13th. And if you look at a lot of prophecy things, and this is like a whole nother rabbit hole that, you know, I'll get the crazy comments that I'm spewing stuff, but it aligns with some of this prophetic history. You can go look it up yourself. It's on Google. You know, look up what does June 13th mean. You know, and there's all kinds of different things that it means. So again, you got to use your discernment. You use yours, I'm going to use mine, and you know, I'm going to believe what I believe, and you're going to believe what you believe. And I don't know, let me know what you guys think in the comments about the timing and such with all of this stuff kind of coming to a head basically to this weekend. You know, like, where do you think it's going to go? How far do you think they're going to take these protests? Are they going to burn a bunch more stuff down in these inner cities? You know, at a certain point, you get to the point where it's like not my problem, you know, because, you know, I chose not to live in LA. We had an opportunity to live there and work there, and we chose not to, and I'm certainly glad we did. I couldn't ever see myself living in a place like Los Angeles or San Francisco or, you know, even San Diego. I mean, San Diego's cool. it's a cool place to visit, but you know, it's bad enough that we're in California, I guess, but we're still kind of making it work. Anyways, we're gonna get out here and focus on work. Let me know what you guys think on all the crazy events that are going on. Well, this road could definitely use some work. Pretty rough. It looks like the dirt guy he moved his equipment around a little. And I don't see any walls standing yet, so I don't think it's going as fast as he thought. He's act like he was gonna have that done tonight. He said, "Oh, we'll probably just stay late and get it done." I see him walking around on a platform though, so at least they got that part. This guy's doing a little bit of compaction with his little roller. Well, let's see what we got. Looks like we've got no walls yet, but we do have a platform. Okay. That'll work. That'll work. Ready to start the walls. They got that nailed off. Gonna start putting these walls together. See if we get it done by the end of the day. I'll come back in a couple hours. We have to go to the bank and meet with our banker at 1:45. So we'll go do that, have lunch, and then come on back and see if they get this thing up. Said they're gonna do it, so we'll see. I think the floor was probably the longer part of the whole job, just so the walls and stuff should go fairly quickly. See how fast it goes. Alright, it's 5:30. I had one whole day. Got the water. I think we got the water finished. Hopefully, we got somewhat framed up. Couple little openings to do. Be out of here. I could see why we ran out of studs. They're building like they're in Mammoth. It's got way more in it than what it needed, but that's fine. $200 in studs extra. We got pretty much all done. Windows are going in. So this, as you can see, it's gonna look just like that one. So they're gonna come back tomorrow. Probably one more full day. Get all the siding on, roof on. Basically the whole shell, it'll be done. Not bad for a day's work. They thought they could get it done in a day. I was kind of hoping they could, but I knew it was going to be a lot. Looks good though. Got the water right there. It's all hooked up on the other side. Tomorrow we'll backfill some of these trenches. I ordered the septic tank for that. I was going to try and use the ones I had, but I just ordered one on the plumber's recommendation. He said I should order one, so I went ahead and ordered it. So we're gonna do the math, but right now as it stands, we're probably, with everything we've done, we're probably about $7,000 invested into this, maybe 8. We got the power, the water, this. So if we can get everything done for less than another 8, we'll be in good shape. All right, we're off. We'll come back tomorrow morning. Hopefully we'll button this thing up quickly. Probably one more full day to get it all the way where it needs to be. Maybe a little bit less. But I had 2 days in my budget, so pretty happy. They got as far as they did today. And yeah, that was a good Friday. Friday the 13th. Hope you guys enjoyed the day with us, and let me know what you think in the comments. We'll see you on the next one, guys. I guess there's a fire. I had to pop back on because I thought I was going to end the video, but now I saw this. It looks oddly strange, but it definitely looks like a fire. I'll have to check. Let's see. Yeah, that's definitely a fire. Over there I can actually see it burning. It actually looks like out by where my ranch is at. That's not good. Yeah, I can see it.